go.
Over 7 million working-age men in America are not part of the workforce. They aren't employed, and they aren't looking for work. This is a staggering statistic. It reflects a troubling trend that has been building for decades. These men are missing from the economy. They are missing from their communities, and too many are missing from their own lives. What's behind this alarming trend? There's no single answer. But a big part of the problem is a cultural shift that has devalued hard work, particularly skilled labor in the trades. For too long, we've pushed a narrative that the only path to success is a 4-year college degree. This message has had a devastating impact, leaving millions feeling lost and disillusioned. This isn't just a problem for the men who are struggling, it's a problem for our entire country. We have a growing skills gap in this country. Businesses are desperate for skilled workers, welders, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, but they can't find enough qualified people to fill these good-paying jobs. Meanwhile, millions of Americans are struggling to make ends meet, burdened by student loan debt and facing a future with limited opportunities. We need to change the conversation. We need to remind people that there are multiple paths to success, and we need to start valuing the dignity of all work, including the skilled trades that built this country. For generations, a 4-year college degree has been held up as the gold standard of achievement. Parents dream of sending their kids to college. High school counselors steer students towards college prep courses. But somewhere along the way, we forgot to ask an important question. Is a 4-year degree always the best path? The truth is, college isn't for everyone. And pushing everyone down the same path has had unintended consequences. We've created a generation saddled with student loan debt. Many without the skills needed for the jobs that are in high demand. Meanwhile, industries that rely on skilled trades are facing a critical shortage of workers. We need to be honest about the realities of the job market. Not every job requires a 4-year degree. In fact, many of the fastest growing jobs in America are in the skilled trades. These are good-paying jobs, often with benefits and opportunities for advancement. And they don't require years of expensive schooling. It's time to rethink our definition of success. A fulfilling career, financial security, and the pride that comes from building something with your own 2 hands. These are all worthy aspirations, and they are all attainable through the trades. The decline of the American workforce isn't just a statistic. It's a crisis with real-world consequences. The shortage of skilled workers is impacting every corner of our economy, from manufacturing to healthcare to infrastructure. Companies are struggling to fill vacant positions. Projects are being delayed or canceled. The cost of goods and services is rising. This is the true cost of the skills gap. It's a drag on our economy and a threat to our future prosperity. But the consequences go beyond economics. When men don't have the opportunity to work, it impacts their families and communities. It can lead to increased poverty, crime, and social unrest. It also robs our nation of the talent and potential of millions of its citizens. We can't afford to ignore this crisis any longer. We need to invest in vocational training and apprenticeship programs. We need to support businesses that are willing to hire and train skilled workers. And we need to change the way we talk about work, restoring dignity to the trades and recognizing the value of hard work. The good news is that there's a growing awareness of the importance of skilled trades. More and more young people are realizing that a 4-year college degree isn't the only path to a successful future. They're looking for alternatives, and they're finding them in the trades. This is a hopeful sign. Gen Z, the generation after millennials, is entering the workforce with a different perspective. They're less likely to view college as the only option and more open to considering the trades. This generation understands the value of practical skills and hands-on experience. We need to nurture this growing interest in the trades. We need to provide young people with the information and resources they need to explore these career paths. We need to make sure they have access to quality vocational training and apprenticeship programs. This is about more than just filling jobs. It's about empowering a generation. It's about giving young people the skills they need to build a better future for themselves and for our country. It's time to reclaim the dignity of work and embrace the trades as the path to prosperity it can be.